conversation.
It's gonna be like,
We'll
okay,
have-
well, why did this happen? Well, you said this and I said this.
Even with how regretful Will Smith is,
Yeah.
like regretting it, where like he hurt his own ego doing that.
Like, you see if Will Smith, you see from day, yeah, it's Will Smith was moving like a bad man, yeah, and what? Chris, say something, innit? Like, Will, remember, he disappeared literally off the face of the earth for about a year or so, and then slowly came back. My man's energy has all changed, and I think it'll be a good thing, because I don't think it will just be, yo, brother, you know, I'm sorry, I apologize, I shouldn't have done that, I was in a bad place. I think it's you know, I think somebody sat Will Smith down and said, there's so much that has happened with you over the last how many years. Come and shout me when you're ready for us to talk about it. Yeah. And then he's probably said, yo, I'm ready to chat about it. But hear what? Let's spin this. I want to chat to my man about it. Because I remember at the time when it happened, I thought to myself, what needs to happen is these two need to sort this out. And the reason I'm saying these two needs to sort it out, like, and hear what I'm saying to you.
I think you lot are living in an ideal world.
No, hear what I'm saying to you. But it might be in an ideal world, but hear what I'm saying to you. At the time, or before this whole round table thing and Will Smith was dipping, he was by far one of, and you might say I'm putting too much spin on it, but one of our greatest celebs.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, the downfall of him, for me with this, what I didn't want him to do is to go to somebody outside of our culture to interview him. I didn't want that. So I've always said, because it's at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, they're going to make a hell of a lot of money from this. So keep the money where it's supposed to be. And really and truly, it can't be a better person to sit down, possibly be apologized to, and then like, all right, real talk, I know you, I've known you for how long? We all know each other. Hold on.
What's Chris Rock's
what
response supposed to be? Okay, so
doesn't
listen, I was wilding on that day. You know what? Like you said,
No,
something,
brother.
I was triggered.
His
I'm sorry.
response can be
So what's
whatever he
supposed
wants.
to
His
say?
response can be whatever he wants to be.
Doesn't have to receive.
But I don't think it's about the apology. Them
So
two
what is it
sitting
then?
down talking isn't about the apology. Them two sitting down talking is Chris. They've probably said Chris Rock is probably the best person to chat to Will Smith about the last 10 years, which ultimately led up to you slapping me live on stage. Because I know you.
Why should I, as Chris Rock,
No,
have
no,
to
no.
give you that?
Brother, what are you
slapped me
talking
on
about?
stage, and I have to now help you.
He
with your
doesn't
redemption.
have
What it
to,
is,
bruh.
what David's getting at is Chris Rock doesn't have to, but Chris Rock's personality and lack of ego
Who better to do
can
it?
put him in a space to be so selfless to sit down with his aggressor and say, yo,
wait,
let's
and they
chat.
both make a bag of money.
Nah.
Because here's the other thing. All right, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, yeah? Here's the other thing. Will Smith sits down with you and you interview him, and we've all seen you, you're a very good interviewer.
One of the
And there you go.
Thank you.
Top 10.
In 40
top three.
In 40. You interview, man.
CRO.
Yeah. And you ask him questions that you deem relevant. Yeah. For why he slapped Chris Rock. Whilst this is taking place, Chris Rock is sitting there saying, guy mad. No, ask him this. Ask him that. Ask him this. Ask him that. No, but why did you ask it like that? Or why did you ask? Look,
So is that the energy you want him to have?
bro, I'm not talking about the energy I want him to have. This interview is going to be a mad thing. And one of my things was, someone's clearly going to make money from this. Me personally, let the two of them make money. I'm not saying that Chris Rock has
I even have an issue with that.
Cool, but
You
somebody's
can't
going to
slap me
make,
and make money.
But you're still looking at it from the wrong
Because
angle.
the slap is the main thing, bro.
And-
You slapped me.
Okay.
At the Oscars.
but
So what do you
You're
want to
not making
happen?
pee off this. I'm sorry, no.
But okay,
What are you
but
talking
hear
about?
it. If Chris Rock's over the slap, what then?
He's not.
How do you know this?
Because they're doing an interview.
How do you?
If there
So
was,
what does that mean?
So
Yeah, because-
if he was over it, it would just be like, no, I'm not even addressing this. No
But
more.
it's like
done. Don't worry.
I've been through traumatic things in life. I'm over it, but I can still have a conversation about it if I really have to.
If I could speak to Chris Rock right now, bro, don't do it anymore.
Why?
Just don't do it.
Why?
Don't. Because
Why?
he doesn't deserve that. And I'm a Will Smith
Who
fan.
doesn't deserve
I'm a Will
that?
Smith fan.
But
But you cannot embarrass me on TV in that way, physically, in front of everybody, yeah? Have me looking a certain way, and then think I'm just going to sit down and
I
have
hear
an
it, but
interview
you're also talking...
where you're going to apologise and say, oh, well,
Okay.
you said that. It's just, no, it don't work.
So what do you think? Them two should just stay enemies for the rest of their lives?
Why not?
But I'm surprised at you.
I
brother.
feel like you could, you know what? We don't have to all like each other. You know?
No, I know you don't.
We really don't.
But if there's
And
a way,
if I feel like I've been violated,
Kumbaya.
if I feel like I've been violated, then I don't need to talk to you ever again. It's
Cool,
fine.
I hear you.
You did something, you crossed the line, bro.
So,
what?
It's
fine.
forgiveness, not...
No, I'm not saying that.
Not just for you personally.
For me,
See,
I
forgiveness.
think there's certain things you can't forgive, 100%.
and you
I
and
don't-
you
I
and,
do
and,
think that.
and okay, cool. And you think because it was a slap in front of everyone, yeah, you think that's unforgivable. Now, this kind of is the crux of my point.
What's the chat saying, by the way? Are they saying anything?
It,
The chat's saying basically is everybody starting to support Chris Rock now.
What do you mean?
What?
What's that?
Now.
let me finish my point. Is over the last how long, yeah, there's so many little things that people jump on to keep us fractured, yeah, blatantly to keep us fractured, yeah. And if you've got an individual who's like, fam, I'm cool with it, like I will sit down and chat with man, yeah, then let's have a conversation. Like, because not everything man needs to be vexed about and not everything man needs to stay vexed at. The reason I brought the money into it is because somebody's going to make money from this. And I'm not saying that, oh, Will Smith should make money from this, but why should he not make money from this? Because so many people in that world make money from crazy
There should be
things.
consequences to your
Brother, you don't think that my man's last 5 years have been...
He's lost.
What?
So what? But Chris Rock gets to define the consequence of what you did to me.
Why?
Because you did it to me.
But that's not how it works. As much as...
Because you did it to me.
No,
So
I
I'm
hear
saying the
it.
consequence, and the consequence is
I hear it.
like you're not gonna make money off this.
I hear it. As me
Like
being-
you don't get to feel better because you want to say sorry on TV. That's where's the consequence in that?
But hold on,
Oh,
wait.
because you want to sit down on TV with me and say sorry, I must feel okay with that just because.
But you
because
don't-
now
you don't have
you've come
to.
to this come to the Lord moment.
But you're
and I'm alright now.
but you're adding spice to it.
What?
Because you're saying, oh, now because you want to say sorry and come to me and say sorry on TV, I must be cool with that. You're looking at it from a point of view that Will Smith has orchestrated and puppeteered this whole thing.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
but your energy
you did
is
something
that.
to me.
Yeah.
There needs to be a consequence of that. There needs to be it needs to be made even. And however I feel that it should be made.
So what?
even
Them man
is
should
how
do
it-
it. Them man should do a slap match
I'm
and
not
let a
saying
man
that.
slap.
I'm
him
not
up.
saying it has to be that, but I'm saying however I deem it to be. Once we're square, then maybe we can talk about moving forward. But we're not square at the moment. We're not. Like I got slapped, you didn't. Yeah,
You know
you lost movies and that, but that's what
You know
did
what?
to yourself.
Out of the grand scheme of things, yeah, because as I said at the beginning of this conversation, I don't think anyone looks at Chris Rock and that slap in any less way than they looked at him before. Like, I honestly don't.
We don't know that for a fact though.
But
I actually don't know
we
that.
know nothing.
We
for a
actually
fact.
don't know
But
that.
that's my opinion. I don't think anyone looks at Chris
We
looked
don't
at
know
Chris
that. He
Rock.
might have been set up to be the new Black Panther, and then they're like, "Rah, he got slapped by Will Smith. He ain't getting that role."
We know that's.
We
not
don't
the case.
know that though. But I'm
know
saying we
that's
don't know.
We know
we
that's
don't
the
know.
Ace
We
don't
don't
do
know.
that.
What I'm saying is,
Ace
you
don't do that.
you don't know if
Ace don't
you
do
don't know if the love of his life was like looking at that like, "Rah, you got slapped on." Yeah, we don't know what
But Ace.
we don't know how that slap could have affected how he moves in certain situations. We don't know what it's done to him. We don't know if he sleeps at night. We don't know. We don't know what that done to affect him. We don't know how he has to go and sit with his family at Christmas and they're like, "Raw," like people looking at him sideways like, "What is that? How you We don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you know why?
So
do you know-
what I'm saying is,
do you know
it
why I
has to be
disagree with
square.
that? Do you know
It
why?
has to
Do you
be
know why I
square.
disagree with that?
Go on.
Because they didn't square up to each other. Yeah. Man just walked up on stage. Man was like, right, what's going on?
You
A man,
bullied me.
a man
You
slapped
violated.
him. No, cool, the violation is real. But you see, like if me and you square up, and we're giving the same energy,
Yeah.
and I slap you, and you don't even retaliate.